Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this feature game matchup between the Babylon Warriors in yellow and the Untouchables in green. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcha. This is a pro playoff matchup between the 3 and 6 seed teams. Untouchables taking it past center. Fabian Mueller with possession, knocked away briefly by Owen Evans, but Untouchables still maintain control. Joe Shea trying to make a play there, succeeds, but Wyatt is quick to steal it right back. Wyatt jams it up the boards, it is out. And so the Untouchables have to bring it backward. Quick shot from high up, but it does not find the back of the net. Oh, Joe Shea almost trying to jam it back off the rebound, but Wyatt rather is able to swing it back out again. Steve Jenner chips it up the board. Steve appears to be subbing for the Untouchables today. Owen tries to chip it forward. Steve with a nice play. Andrew Kramer, though, using his speed, trying to get to there in time, but Anna Weiscarver is quick to hit it away. Fabian Mueller coming back up along the boards now, chips it back behind the Warriors net for Joe. But bouncing ball is unably handled by Tway, and Owen will now take it in the other direction. Fans on the shot, and it trickles low and slow and is held by Tammy for the whistle. Tammy in net for the Untouchables. John Romps in net for the Babylon Warriors. John Romps just played the previous game for the Rec Division Snake Eyes. They ended up with a 3-1 victory in that contest over the DC Ballers. So John trying to get another win in nets here today, but it's going to be a very difficult matchup, as the Untouchables are probably the team most suited to taking down the Warriors' high-paced offense. Quick play does not materialize. Untouchables have to touch up. They have done so. When he shifted forward for Mark, but it's taken the other way, but only for a brief moment. It's all the way down. No icing. The referees choose to wave it off. Craig hits it behind the net for Jess Nayrod. Good pinching by Mark there. He comes away with control. The centering pass for JP cannot be handled, and it continues to go in the opposite direction. Good use of the legs by Frank. He's able to get to the ball in time. JP pinching in, trying to make a play on it. Lost it for a second, but he found it now, but it has found its way to the stick of Craig. Craig is continuing to move forward. Good use of the body by Mark. Nothing approaching penalty territory there. Jay Hunter's going to try and run this down. Frank's going to get there first, it looks like, but Jay's able to pinch along the boards nicely. It ends up on the stick of Jake Smith, and he will hammer it home. Top shelf for the first goal of the game. Jake Smith from Jay Hunter. We'll see if there's a secondary assist there.
Jake Smith from Jay and Brian.
And Brian. So Brian will be credited with the secondary assist. And Jake's goal means that we are now in a 1-0 contest in favor of the Untouchables. Kramer wins the faceoff, tries to pressure forward. Sway breaks up the play initially, but Kramer's able to recover nicely, get it to Wyatt at the point. Quick shot by Wyatt, but held by Tammy. Good rebound control by her, and it actually went inside of her jersey, so she will fish that out. Clock continues to run. A little bit of a delay here, but didn't take too long to find that ball, so play will continue on the drop. One backwards by the Untouchables, but Kramer, anticipating the play, is able to keep it in the offensive zone for the Warriors. And Weiscarver behind the net for Steve. Tway's actually going to be the one to pinch in there. Quick pass to Pat, but he does not come away with it. Jam behind the net and stolen by Steve. Steve's going to try and jam up the boards for Fabs. But Fabian Mueller turns it over to Tessa, but Tessa turns it over to Joe. Joe Shea chips it forward using his speed. He's got Fabian with him. Passed it, but passed it behind him. So that'll break up that rush and keeps it in, but only for a moment. It's out again. Kramer from Wyatt. Long shot from Kramer, but it's blocked by Steve. Steve Jenner trying frantically to come away with the ball. Turns it over to Kramer at the point. Kramer's going to pull the shot, but it's blocked by Tway. And good use there of the kneeling position by Tway, recognizing that he is not allowed to slide. Sliding is a penalty in our league, but you can drop down to one knee as he did in that instance. Quick pass by Joe to Tway. Tway couldn't get a hold of it, so he had to pull the trigger in a no-look passing manner, but turned over to Kramer. Kramer jams it around Steve. Couldn't get a shot towards the net. Both Pat and Diane are in front of the crease, looking to receive a pass from Kramer, but he couldn't get one off. Kramer pulls the shot there. Saved by Tammy. I believe that hit her glove. It didn't stay in her glove, so play continues uninterrupted. Comes out to neutral, Tessa stops it, gets it by Joe. Nice play by her. Pat jams it forward and then comes off for a change. Jake Smith looking for another goal early on here, but stolen by JP. He's got Kramer on his left side, but JP's going to keep it. Tammy steers it to the corner. Kramer has control now. Centering pass intended for Wendy. It goes high in the sky. Hit out of the air by both JP and Tammy. Clay has control now. Gives it to Craig. Craig brings it to the neutral zone. Nice move around. And he's got a chance for a shot here. Pulls the trigger, but shot right at John Romp's chest. Jake Smith off the rebound, but he shot wide. So no goal there. Craig's able to keep it in. Pulls the trigger on another shot. Nice save again by Romps. Jess keeps it in play for a bit longer. Wendy, though, is able to get it all the way down. Kramer's trying to beat the icing. He will win that race. No icing here. Nice job beating Brian back. JP trying to keep it in play. It's out, though, due to the efforts of Jake Smith. JP jams it forward. Goes back to Jake Smith. He's going to jam it for Brian. Brian initially saw that it was behind him, but was able to jam it 40 more. Oh, Jake Smith keeps in play. Good play with the stick of the goalie. Another quick pass to center. It's loose. Bouncing ball is unable to be handled. Another quick shot by Jake Smith that was wide of the post. John Romps is down. He's got to recover. He has done so. Jake back to Craig. And it is finally hit out by JP. And this is going to go all the way down for icing. The Warriors frantically trying to get out of their zone. They do succeed, and in fact it is not an icing, it is an offside. Take a quick commercial break and resume on the drive. Welcome back, folks. Quick shot there by Fabian after the initial face-off win. Steve will stop it at center. He's forced to dump it so that his Untouchables teammates can touch back up. Owen off the foot, dumps it deep. Couple stick lift attempts by Mark, but it doesn't work out. Y keeps it in play, backhands it toward the net, goes off of Owen's foot. Oh, a backhand shot by Owen that almost finds Twine, but it went just wide of the post. It's in the air. Neither Mark nor Ann can handle it. It's turned over to Diane. She will give it back to Mark. Towards the net it goes, and Tammy is finally able to locate it and catch it in her glove for the whistle. 6 minutes and 38 seconds and counting to go in the first period of play. Untouchables ahead 1-0 right now, but the Warriors with a couple quality chances there. And looking for another one off the faceoff. Owen wins it. Tried to jam it up the boards, couldn't do so. Way to chip it forward for Fabian. Centering pass does not work out for UT. Babylon Warriors now looking for a goal. Don't find one there. Nice stick save by Tammy. Turn over to Mark. He's going to pull the trigger again. Another save by Tammy, and Tway's there to help out his netminder. Owen bats it down with his hand. Tried to jam it home, but too many bodies in front. Steve finally chips it out for Fabian. Fabian will beat the icing back, so play will continue without a whistle. Fabian tried to pull the trigger on a backhand attempt, but it was swiped away before he could do so. Steve with a nice move around Mark. Wendy keeps it in. Tried to get it to the net and batted it down, and now she chips it out for Tway. Tway lets Fabian have it. Quick shot, well wide of the net. Fabian jams up for Tway. Tway backhand, but again, wide of the net, and John Romps is going to fall on it. Actually going to drop his stick and cover it up with his blocker. Unconventional move there, but it works out as he buys his team a bit of a rest while they set up for the faceoff. Just over 5 to play, a 1-0 contest in favor of Untouchables. Clay's able to keep it in play, but Kramer deflects it and takes it in the other direction. He's got a chance, shot! And what a glove save by Tammy. Andrew Kramer was looking for the top shelf, but Tammy was able to catch it in her glove. Holy crap, what a save that was. You saw the speed of Andrew Kramer there. He doesn't miss many of those. It takes an outstanding play like that to keep him from scoring on a breakaway chance. Tammy keeps this 1-0 in favor of UT. John Romps was out of his net. Jake Smith pulled the trigger, but it was deflected before it got over the red line. Play continues here with Tessa trying to battle against Brian. Goes to Jay Hunter. He's going to chip it forward up the point for Craig. Craig finally pulls the shot, but it goes wide. It was actually deflected on its way there. Jammed up the net up the boards for Jess. He gets it to Jake Smith, looking for another goal, but play's broken up. Still continues to fight for it though. And finally it's back out to neutral again. Craig drops it back for Jess. Kramer tried to push forward, couldn't do so, just got it out in time. And all the way down it goes, not all the way down, but deep enough to where Craig was able to handle it safely. Jay to Jake. Jake Smith trying to get around Frank, but good use of the body and stick by him. Diane ships it up to Kramer. Play continues as Kramer did not close his palm on the ball. So no delay game there. Sit down. Jay Hunter tried to get it by Frank, couldn't do so, and he looks to the heavens as if to say why. Quick shot by Diane, goes well wide of the net, but succeeds in getting it deep. No physicality between Brian and Kramer. Nothing approaching penalty territory. Craig tried to get it to center. It was turned over. Quick shot. Saved by Tammy again. That one coming from Pat. And it looks like it's going to be stuck in the canvassing. So we'll have a quick stoppage of play as the referees fish it out. 2.5 to go in the first. Clock continues to run here in the DCHL unless it is a 1 goal or less game at the final minute of the third period, but we are a long way from that scenario. Still plenty of hockey to play. Fabian tries to jam it forward, couldn't do so. Wendy gets it to the center. Oh, what a save by Tammy again. Owen was right in position to put his stick on the puck, and he did so, but Tammy was down and able to take away the low angle, as that's all Owen had from that proximity to the net. Joe Shea tried to pull the trigger, did so, but it was deflected off of wide. He still has control, however. Lots of space given up to the points there. Steve's pass is slightly off target, and able to come away with it anyway. Gets it to Joe. Joe fanned on the shot. Fabian Tway a little bunched up there. Tway comes away with it, gets it to Joe. Joe, nice backhand pass to Steve. Oh, it looked like it was loose, and indeed it was. John Romps made the initial save. All the way down it went. Would have been icing, but Tammy came out and stopped it with her stick, so no icing. Play continues with 1:09 to go. Shipped around the Untouchables nets, and Weiscarver with some space to work with. He gets it up to Tway, who jams it into the neutral zone. Fabian. It's a nice move around Wendy. He's going to move around Tessa now. Continuing to move behind the Babylon Warriors net. Gives it to Joe Shea. Joe Shea and JP battling for control. Joe wins that battle. Puck finds its way to Steve, but it's out of the zone now off the deflection from Owen's shin pads. Steve to Fabian. 23 seconds. Time for another rush here. Quick shot saved by Romps. He lets Wyatt have it. Behind the sky goes. Joe Shea is able to keep it in. Gave it to Tway, but mishandled, and now Tessa has it. Tessa chooses to dump it behind the net. Joe Shea was there though. Centering pass, doesn't find anybody but Mark. 3 seconds to go. Pulls the trigger, it goes all the way down. It's gonna go for icing, but doesn't matter as the bell tolls. We'll get shots on net for you shortly. Thus far, it is a 1-0 game in favor of the Untouchables, but the Babylon Warriors making things difficult for them.
11-10 Untouchables.
And 11-10 were the shots in favor of UT, so that one extra shot results in the 1 goal in this game so far. That'll do it for the first period broadcast. We'll see you for the second period in a moment. Welcome back, folks. Second period has begun here. I apologize for missing the initial face-off. The referees did not consult me to see if I was ready, so I blame them. Anyway, quick shot by UT is saved by John Roms. The current score is 1-0 in favor of UT. Won by the Warriors. Wendy Jason has possession now. She gets it to Mark. Mark Mager moving forward with it. But Craig's feet got in his way, and he's able to continue to push it in the other direction. Down it goes into UT's defensive zone. Mark has it now, but again, Craig with the nice pressure, able to prevent Mark from doing much of anything when he has possession of the ball. Pat with a nice battle there against Brian. Like his stalls in those sideboards. Pat has possession now. Tried to jam to center, couldn't do so. That shot will go behind the net. Played up again, not out of the zone yet. Mark is able to keep it in play, but only for a moment. It's out now. Diane will chip it forward. And Mark almost played it, but saw Wendy at the last moment and thought better. Into the opposite corner it goes. Diane plays it up the boards, but Jake comes away with it. Quick shot, saved by Roms. Looked like Jay Hunter might have had a chance at the rebound, but he couldn't convert. Craig, no-look swing pass to Jess, but she was more towards center than she was toward the board, so it came out into neutral. But continuing along the board, Jake Smith comes away with it somehow, gives it to Jay Hunter, back to Jake Smith, and another goal. That'll be Jake Smith's second of the game, and there's going to be a penalty here. And it looks like there's going to be a power play for the Untouchables as well at the end of that play. Jake Smith from Jay Hunter is the call, it looks like. Great chemistry between those two, great passing between those two. And it looks like Owen Evans will be assessed for something. And maybe not. A little confusion here. And it does not look like there's a call after all. Referee's waving off the penalty. Probably due to the score, so. Still 5-on-5 hockey action. Fabian with a quick backhand that is deflected well before it gets to the net. Joe Shea gets up to Tway. Tway, though, didn't get enough of the blade on the shot, so came low and slow and was easily stopped by the Warriors defenders. Quick shot there from Ann Weiscarver. Doesn't work out. Tipped all the way down into UT's defensive zone. Steve stops it before it goes behind the red line. Oh, good keep by Diane. She batted it down with her hand, and it's turned over to Kramer now. Quick shot, and that's going to find the back of the net. Andrew Kramer from the point finds the far post, just inside the far post rather. And that'll make it 2-1 now. Gotta love the resiliency of the Babylon Warriors. After getting the second goal scored against them, they come right back and score one of their own. Tammy bats it away, and after a brief moment of hesitation, chooses to cover it up for the whistle. Warriors with an offensive zone draw here. One to Diane. She tried to jam it toward the net, couldn't do so. He's tied up. Owen comes in to help her out. He has to battle against Ann. Steve Jenner has it now. He's going to Hit it all the way down. It's turned over to Wyatt. He's got to hold up though and allow his team a chance to touch up. They do. Wyatt lets Tessa have it. Batted down by Joe Shea, and now Fabian with a quick shot that goes wide and off the backboards. Joe Shea in the corner against Tessa. He's got some space to work with, not much. He gets it all the way up to Ann from the point, and Ann will find the back of the net. What a shot by her!
That's why you pass it to Ann right there. Next spot, let's go.
Ann Weiscarver from the point finds the back of the net. I don't know if John was screened or what happened there, but doesn't much matter how it happened. It just matters that it did, and that's going to make the score 3-1 now in favor of the Untouchables. Kramer couldn't come away with the puck cleanly there. Untouchables have it now. Backhand pass by Jay Hunter, intended for Jake Smith. Jake doesn't come away with it, however. Wendy's able to get out to neutral. And JP, continuing the battle hard, gets through traffic, at least for a moment, but the puck was finally taken from him. Wyatt swings it along the boards. Batted out of the air by Andrew Kramer. He's going to continue to move forward, but Untouchables again doing a good job in holding up his advance. And JP takes down Jake Smith. Referees ruling incidental contact, it looks like, so play will continue uninterrupted. Wendy chips all the way down. It came just behind center, so it will go for icing here. So the Warriors will have to contend with a face-off in their defensive zone. Apologies all around between Jake Smith and JP. Both are superstar players, and both are among the nicest guys you'll ever meet. You saw it there. No ill will on that previous play in which they both went to the ground. They are among the better sports in a league full of good sports. Mark trying to make a play there. Oh, gets it to JP. JP managed to get the shot off, but Tammy took away the angle. Rebound did come out for a brief second, which is why JP tapped at it, but Tammy was able to cover it up and prevent it from trickling under her. Just under 8 to play in the second. Face-off win by the Untouchables. Craig chips it high in the sky. Intended for Jay Hunter. He can't get there in time, and Brian was offside. Maybe not. Referee's letting it go. Jake Smith holds up. Swiped by Mark. Jess gets it back up to Jay. Jay to Brian. Or intended for him, but it went through his feet. Jake and Mark battling for control now. Nice couple moves by Jake. He gets away. Tried to get it to Jay Hunter, and he does, but oh, what a save by John Romps. John Romps had to slide and stack the pads. Jay Hunter received the pass cleanly and was able to one-time it, but Romps, just a great sliding save there to keep this a 3-1 contest. Jake back to Jay. Jay to Brian. Pulled the shot too high, a little too much mustard on it. It trickles to John, and he's going to catch it chicken wing style against his chest. With just under 7 to play, we will take a quick pause and resume on the drop. See you then. Welcome back, folks. Still the second period, still a 3-1 game in favor of Untouchables. They do not win that offensive zone draw. Andrew Kramer now with control. Gets it up to Wyatt, who is wide open at the point. Quick shot, and it hit Pat somewhere. It looks like maybe his leg. And he's going to come off for a change. He's actually holding his midsection, so. And yeah, I heard him say that it was right in his male area. Not a good place to take a shot from Wyatt. Wyatt's got one of the harder point shots in the league. So hopefully Pat's okay. He was able to walk off under his own power, so. We wish him a quick and speedy recovery. Another shot from Wyatt. It's going to hit the rafters and be whistled dead for a moment. UT wins the face-off there. Joe Shea moving with it, chips it around. Fabian's trying to beat the icing back. He does so. Good use of the speed by Fabian. Tried to get it to Joe Shea, but it went off the back of the net. So unfortunate break there for UT. Owen chips it up. Kramer's moving with it now. Holds up. Oh, backhand pass for Diane. Nice backhand shot by Diane Leitner. Tammy was able to make the save, however, and now it's out of the zone safely. Diane almost finding the back of the net. Doesn't work out, and that one's going to find the back of the net. John Romps tried to poke it away with his stick. It went under him, and always tough to see that happen to a netminder. Those goals do happen from time to time. So Fabian from Joe Shea and Steve Jenner is the call. Kevin Shea trying to throw the spare ball up to the camera and damage it. Hope he has a lot of money because this thing is not cheap. Andrew Kramer, quick shot. I don't know if that was off the post or off of Tammy, but either way, it doesn't find the back of the net. Owen trying to trickle it in, and Tammy going to take a page out of John Rops' playbook and drop the stick and cover it up with her blocker. Oh, quick face-off win to Owen, but his shot went wide of the net. Greg tried to chip it forward, kept in by Tessa. Kramer now pulls the trigger again. It bounces off of Jess. Wendy's shot goes high and wide. Babylon Warriors finding some life in them here. Good poke by Kramer, but it comes out of the zone anyway. Joe Shea now holds up at the top of the face-off circle, gives it to Craig at center. Quick shot. Wide of the net it goes. Stolen by Tessa. Nice play by her. She chips it up for Wendy. Wendy chips it around. JP has to beat the icing back, and he does so. No icing. Play continues. JP chips up to Wendy. Quick shot by her, but it's stopped by Fabian before it gets to his netminder. Played up to Joe. Joe Shea chips it for Tway, but it gets by everybody, and Wyatt now pushing forward from his defensive position. Tried to get to center. Oh, quick shot by JP. The rebound was loose, but Craig bailing out his netminder, able to get the puck into the corner and chip it out into neutral. Scores 4-1 in favor of Untouchables with 2:47 to go. Jake Smith looking for a hat trick here. He's got 2 goals. Doesn't find the third on that shot. Played all the way back to Craig at the point. He's going to give it back to Jake. Quick shot, saved by Romps, and he's going to cover it up for the whistle. Good rebound control by Romps. Here's that. Tessa will come off for the Warriors, and Diane will take her place at D. One by Jake Smith. He still has control. Got it to center, but John is able to anticipate the play and poke it aside. Still in the zone, however. UT doing a good job controlling the pace of play in this game. Jake Smith's going to run it down. He's got Ann with him if he needs the help. Doesn't appear he does, though. Goes to Steve. Steve, back to Jake. Jake crosses center, dumps it deep, no icing here. Diane takes it behind her own net. Oh, a clear attempt that bounces off of a couple bodies. Jay Hunter's able to capitalize and put a shot on net. Romps makes the save. It was initially on the back of the net, but was able to be poked off. Another quick shot, another save. Steve tried to get to Jake, but he wasn't yet back onside, so he couldn't do anything with it. Another quick shot, but again, it goes wide. Jake Smith, another shot. And it was saved indeed by John Romps. Went high in the sky, couldn't locate it at first. Another quick shot attempt, but that one didn't make it through traffic. Mark Mager now moving in the other direction. Shifted forward for JP. Tammy's gonna, tried to fall on it, missed it. So play will continue. And chips up the boards for Brian. Nice play by Frank. He chipped it forward. All the way down it goes. No icing. Plausible play to be had there. 45 seconds remaining in the period. Jake Smith, quick shot, but it was deflected before he could get all the blade on it. That continues in the corner now. Turn over to Jake. He gets it to Brian, but a lot of sticks in that vicinity. Nobody can get a clean pass off. 22 seconds. Warriors bench yelling for them to ice it. They're having much difficulty as Ann is able to keep it in there. Another shot attempt. Doesn't work out. Ann again keeps it in, but JP finally able to hit it out. And the bell finally tolls. Steve held it for a moment to kill the clock and then dumped it down. That'll do it for the second period of play, folks. Score is currently 4-1 in favor of the Untouchables. Still another period to play. I'll get shots on net for you in a moment. 14-11 in favor of the Babylon Warriors, so they outshoot Untouchables, but they find themselves heading into the third with a 3-goal deficit. Again, that'll do it for the second period. We'll see you for the third and exciting final period of play in a moment. See you then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third and final period of play has begun between the Untouchables in green and the Babylon Warriors in yellow. I'm your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcher. Great save there with the blocker by John Romps to start off the action. The Warriors find themselves with the 3-goal deficit here. They are down 4-1 to UT. Joe Shea dumps it in the corner. So the Warriors looking to change things here. They've spent a lot of time in their defensive zone, but they've also found a lot of offense. They actually outshot UT in the previous period. Craig bats it down there and finally comes away with it. He's content to dump it down in that instance. Diane, trying to get out of the zone, succeeds with a little help from Fabian's feet. Inadvertently, of course. Dump down again to Wyatt. This is a pro playoff matchup, folks. Winner of this game will advance to the next phase of the DCHL Cup brackets. The loser will still play for a trophy, but they will be in the TGIS Cup bracket. So both teams will still be playing for something moving forward, but each prefers to move forward in the DCHL Cup bracket, as that is the more highly coveted trophy. Great save there by John Romps again to keep this a 3-goal game. Dumped behind for Craig. Long pass goes on Wyatt's stick. Joe Shea, though, able to poke it after a couple attempts. Comes away with it. He's got Fabian moving toward the center of the net. Joe keeps it in the corner, though. He's content to kill time. UT not taking any chances. Once again, play is held up in that corner. Wyatt's finally able to get it down. And Jess is able to keep it in, and Joe Shea is able to find the back of the net as a result. Nice keep by Jess. Nice pass down to Joe. Nice goal overall. 5-1 now in favor of Untouchables. Joe from Jess is the official call, and that makes 5. Fun fact about Joe Shea, ladies and gentlemen, he actually writes Twilight fan fiction in his spare time. I don't know what kind of pleasure you would get from such an activity, but hey, it apparently works for him, as it keeps his mind clear for hockey. Good keep by Jake Smith. He's looking for a hat trick. Doesn't find it there. Nice save by John Romps once again. Given back to Jay Hunter. JP bats it down and gets it to neutral. Stopped by Steve. Steve passes it back to Jake Smith. He gains the zone, gets it to Jay, batted out of the air, and then kicked aside by Owen. Back to Jake it goes. He chipped it forward, intended for Brian, but didn't work out. Still, Brian continues to crash, poked by Frank. Wendy Jason comes in to help. Smith again wins that battle and chips it ever deeper. But continues to be held along that same boards, finally out of that area now. Jake still has control, but it is poked away from him. But you gotta love the tenacity of the Untouchables. They continue to fight for every ball. They are working extremely hard to keep the Warriors off balance and off their game plan. So far, the results speak for themselves, 5-1 in their favor, so they're doing something right. And Owen jumped a little ahead of the play, took a tumble and tried to stick his foot back over the line, but ended up touching the puck in the process. So stoppage play is the result of that. And we'll have a drop here shortly once everyone gets settled. One forward by Jake, but the Warriors are the ones that are able to dump it deep. And Wisecarver are able to get it down along the boards. Nice win there by Brian, but there's going to be a stoppage here.
I'm not woman on the ice.
And an inadvertent whistle there by Kevin Shea. He initially ruled too few women on the ice. Ice, of course, used loosely in this term. However, the Untouchables have a female goalie in Tammy, so they are allowed to only have one woman out playing out at a time. Kevin had a momentary lapse there in his memory, so we'll have a draw at center as a result. But that does bring up an interesting note, folks. For those who are not familiar with the DCHL, a quick shot and then a better save made by John Romps. He's going to fall on the floor to prevent the rebound from trickling out. The DCHL is the most inclusive ball hockey league in the DMV area. We have a mandatory 2 women on the floor at all times rule. So if you have a woman goalie, you can have only 1 woman playing out at a time and 4 men playing out. But there must be 2 women playing out on the rink at all times. And we do this specifically to include our women hockey players and make sure that they get a fair shake in playing time and a fair amount of playing time. And to my knowledge, we are the only ball hockey league that does this. So that is a credit to Commissioner Sudds and a credit to our league staff for creating such a welcoming and inclusive environment here. Played up the boards to Pat. Pat's going to try and dump it to center for Wendy, but it was stolen by Craig. Mark has control now, but Craig continues to make things difficult for him. He's able to get to Tway. Tway pulls the trigger. Saved by John Romps with the glove. Wyatt forced to keep it in the corner there due to the pressure by Fabian Mueller. That's the Strasser. With a moderate amount of speed, he's able to play it forward. Wendy helps her out and gets out of the zone. Mark is able to use his strength and get that puck ever deeper, but it's quickly hit out by the Untouchables. Quick shot by Fabian, and a goal! Fabian Mueller, with a ton of space and time to work with, is able to find Twine for the 6th Untouchables goal of the game. Babylon Warriors have to somehow find a way to break through the Untouchables defense and prevent these teams from, or that team from getting chances. Fabian, while falling, tried to pull the trigger on a shot, couldn't do so. He lost his stick. He's got it now. But he finds himself out of the play for the time being. Andrew Kramer has the only goal for the Babylon Warriors. He is the most dangerous player on the Babylon Warriors team, and arguably the most dangerous player out on the rink right now, except for maybe Joe Shea of UT. However, UT has done a fantastic job in neutralizing Kramer and keeping him from generating much offense. Other than the one breakaway that was expertly saved by Tammy, Kramer really hasn't had too many chances, outside, of course, of the one goal he scored earlier. And that goal only came off a turnover, so if you don't turn it over to Kramer, and you continue to keep him out of sorts, well, you see the success Untouchables have earned as a result of that. Hit all the way down to Frank. He's going to stop it. Plays it forward for Kramer. It's going to go over everybody's head. No icing here. Tristan A-Rod's the first one to it. Owen Evans with the pressure. Chip forward by Jess behind the net. Craig stops it for a moment and tries to make a move around Diane. He does so. Backhand chip attempt doesn't work out. Jake Smith, though, is able to get it to neutral and up to Joe Shea. Joe has only tested a beat, but nice poke by her to force Joe wide. Joe Shea gets it to Jake. Jake, oh, off the mask of John Romps. He might be feeling that in the morning, but he succeeds in making the save. Centering pass for Kramer doesn't work out. Jake Smith has it. Hits it up the boards with a lot of strength. Tessa stops it. Good poke by Jay, but Tessa again comes away with it. And gets it to Wyatt. Wyatt to Kramer. Quick shot. And a save by Tammy. And it's trickling. And Wisecarver, though, able to bail her out and get it out of the danger zone. Nice play by Ann. Jay Hunter has it now. He's already got an assist or two in this contest. Trying to look for another. But Wyatt steals it from him and continues to maintain possession of the puck. High in the sky goes kind of near us. JP bats it down. He's able to get it around Ann. Gets it to Kramer. Quick shot one time. But it goes high over the net. Might have been deflected on its way there. I'm not certain. Good keep again by Kramer. Into the neutral zone it comes. Jay Hunter tried a centering pass. Kept in by Jake. Quick shot. Saved by Romps. Diane turns it back over to Jake. And another shot. Another save by Romps. Jake Smith continues to move coast to coast. Vertically, of course. Not horizontally. And Jake continues to battle for every single ball. And he is one of the faster players out on the floor right now, so he certainly has an opportunity to win every single one of them. That one is deflected high to the opposite side of the rink from where it was. Steve bats it down. Plays it forward for Jake Smith. Another shot, another save by Romps. Rebound comes. Jay Hunter able to control it. Another quick shot, but it goes wide of the net. That one coming from Jay Hunter. Just under 4 minutes to play here. Jay Hunter off the backboard rebound, but back in the net there. Andrew Kramer now using his speed, trying to get back, but good use of speed by Brian. Kramer still comes away with it. Shot saved by Tammy. JP tried to bat it down. It would have been a high stick had he made contact, and it looks like there will be a penalty here. And both of them will be assessed high sticks. Both Jake and JP tried to bat it out of the air after the save from Tammy. So both are assessed high sticks. I think we'll still see 5-on-5 hockey here. There will be offsetting penalties. 5-on-5! Yes. Indeed, it will be 5-on-5 still. But two quality players now will have to sit for 2 minutes. And arguably, the bigger damage has been done to UT in that situation, because Jake Smith had 2 goals. And he has been a fulcrum of the offense for Untouchables. JP also a very astounding player there, but it doesn't, hey, it works out for UT. Joe Shea finds the back of the net. That's his second of the game. Able to utilize the backhand and beat John Romps for the 7th Untouchables goal of the game. Another fun fact about Joe Shea, he is a big fan of the My Little Pony series. You might say that he is a brony, but he will deny this if you ask him. But don't let him fool you. Joe Shea on the rush again, looking for a trick. Instead, pass it to Fabian. Nice save by John Romps. Hit off his glove there. Quay with the backhand attempt. Oh, Joe having to bat it out of the air and then settle it down in the corner. Joe continues to battle in the corner against Tessa. Frank came in to help out, but didn't work out for the Warriors there. Finally out of the zone it goes. Wendy Jason trying to poke it forward, couldn't do so. offside, so UT can't do anything with it. Hit forward for Pat, but just as quickly hit down by Greg. The center it comes. Quay, backhand pass, no look to Joe Shea. Joe tried to get to Fabian, couldn't do so, but he hits it out of midair to the other corner. Fabian, the center again, but good stick deflection there by Frank. Off of Pat's legs. Still held up in the corner. A nice battle, or a nice win there by Pat. He gets it to Mark. Mark couldn't get enough on it, so it's still in the zone. Joe Shea now trying to move forward. Good poke by John Romps there. It finds its way to the corner. 38 seconds to go in regulation. And Untouchables look like they will advance to the next round of the DCHL Cup bracket. Looks like we'll get one more face-off here before time expires. Warriors getting a tough loss here, but they still have a chance to come away with the trophy. They will be knocked down to the TGIS Cup bracket, so still able to play for a trophy, but not the one that they would have preferred. But hey, a trophy's a trophy, right? Kramer hits it all the way down. It does go on net. Save made by Tammy, and that'll do it, folks. In this Pro Division matchup between two quality teams, it is the Untouchables that come away with the 7-1 victory.
15-5, Jason. 15-5.
Shots were 15-5 in favor of Untouchables. John Romps being tested often in this contest. Handshakes all around. Wins, losses, ties. Those things are not nearly as important as good sportsmanship, and we see it every single day here in the DCHL after every contest. That'll do it for this matchup, folks. I've been your play-by-play man, Jason Stitcher. Again, the final score of this contest, Untouchables 7, Babylon Warriors 1. See ya a little bit later for more feature game action here on the DCHL Network.